some real money in the room.
Tell him a crip. I got a bench warrant for a murder charge. I was bench warranted from Middleton unit back to the county, Turner County. They bench warranted me back. After I had been on that unit 9 months, I already sentenced to go to prison. When I got down there, another charge came up on me, so I had to be bench warranted back to the Turner County. When I got inside the Turner County, you know, the bench warrant had me shook because I could have swore I got caught for all my crooks. But somebody was trying to dig up on me, so I ran into an officer named Mr. Martinez. The detective was on a homicide trial, and he came to me. He said, "Mr. Demerson, you know, such and such this day or such." He said, "We got 3 witnesses that already signed documents saying that I'm the shooter." And you say this happened where? So he gave me the call. He told me what happened and where it happened at, and I'm talking about it. I'm shook. I can remember, but I can remember I didn't do that. I can remember that much. Yes, I'll be over it. Yes, I know what you're talking about. Yes, I know. Okay, but now I wasn't the shooter. Matter of fact, I was in jail that day. Don't that work all the time? Don't that way y'all think that work? It better. It better. Because if it hadn't, I wouldn't be sitting here talking to Tune today. But that didn't work. Justice worked for me. You can get all type of jackets put on your back. When I went inside the court, the officer said that I was pinpointed to be a killer. And I was at a visit. And so I was sitting at the visit after Mr. Martinez read me rights and told me what I'm down there for in the case that I was on. And I told him, no, that wasn't me. So I told him I was booked in and I was in jail in August, man. I was in jail August. I went to jail August the 3rd. August the 7th, sir. He said, "No, Mr. Demerson." He looked at me, smiled. He said, "No, afraid you wasn't. We have you booked in on the 10th right here." I could have sworn I went to jail on the 7th. August the 7th. I went. Yeah, y'all can't got me August the 7th, sir. They surrounded my house. I got set up by the white boy Bud, one of my little brother's best friends. Yeah, he got down on me. I'm gonna stay right there. He set me up. He brought the laws to my house and with all my kids while I was in there head out on a good duck run and he brought the laws to me. Yeah, my brother's best friend. And I told my brother that all my life. Your partner snitched on me. Yeah, he brought the laws to my house. He sit in the car and watched the laws run me down. He let the laws hide around the corner. When I got inside his car, he blowed the horn for me to come watch, what I thought was odd. And I got in the car with him. That's my brother. I jump out, run out there, get in the car with him, get to talking to him. I know he was looking around kind of strange. So some just told me, he said, "What is he looking at?" So I turned around to look at, what are you looking at? Because he kept looking around me while I'm talking to him. And because come to find out, 4 hours before prior to that, my brother had just got busted. I said 4 hours prior. So that was on a spree. You hear me? And he looked around me while I'm talking. So I said, "What are you looking at?" I turned around and looked at what he looking at. And by the time I could turn around, I seen about like 7 laws running up to the car. "Get out the car, get out, get hands up." The sad thing was they never told him to do nothing. He sit there and like, I'm like, "Okay, y'all running up on the car, y'all gonna get both of us, right? What y'all throwing me down?" They opened my car door, slammed me down. Make a long story short, I was in the county jail. Once again, I went to jail August the 7th, sir. I can remember that day vividly. But the man told me I wasn't in jail the 13th of August. The murder happened on the, he said, "Sir, the murder happened on the 10th. Man, let's just tour me some motherfucking world. I think I was locked up August, man. I must have been high or something, bro. I don't remember that day, and I sure don't remember, but I do remember the day y'all came to get me. Saying that to say what? Well, I was in there, man. I had one of the laws walk by, and the laws told the man, he said, "Mr. Demerson right here?" I'm like, "Yeah." I said, "Man, trying to pin a murder on me, man." "Nah, I ain't do that murder." So the man had his phone like this, y'all, and he was talking on the phone because I was locked up.
Right.
Because that's, I was locked up, and guess what? And I stuck to what I didn't do. I didn't do that. And guess what? I'm not in jail saying I didn't do nothing because everybody in jail, they never did nothing. Oh, y'all didn't know that. Everybody, who said you gonna walk up and say, yeah, I did it? Not too many of them. Everybody never saying they didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing. Everybody didn't do nothing. But so we hear that all the time, what you didn't do. So I was to step back. I said, hold on, Mr. Dimmers. And he was talking to another detective and doing some doing some checking on me. He said for some reason he believed this guy. He believed me. Well, I hope motherfucker you right you do. It's easy to get set up, y'all. And while he was doing his little homework, one of the officers came by for me a visit. And I'm in visit. He said, you got Percy Demerson right here? Oh, y'all keep up with the twisted plot on this. I know I go a long way around. He said, you got Mr. Demerson right here? He said, yeah, Mr. Demerson's right here. He said, Demerson? He said, if you right here, well, why do you have Demerson's name on the board right here? Then the other officer looked around at me because I couldn't, they had to stand over my visits. I was a fool, y'all. I was always a up when I was in jail. I was called a salty, y'all. I was an assaulty. I was a threat to inmates and officers. Everybody in Fort Worth, Tarrant County know what the it is. That's what I was labeled a salty. That was me. So one of the laws was coming to get me, but it didn't make sense. That Percy's at visit, but Percy's name is at the wall and Percy's in the cell 3 rows down there. He said he just talked to Percy Demerson on another block. So I turned around and said, Demerson, stand up. I said, what's up, man? He kept looking at me talking about, man, how you right here and down there the same? I said, damn well. I looked on the board, I went to the window, I looked through the window, the jail window, and I seen Percy Demerson right there on the board. I said, I'm not on this block, I'm down the hall, I'm at the end of the hall, my Gladiator block, the tank. Nah, I'm not on our road. He said, well, take his name off the board down here. And so the man say, Percy. And then whoever was on Wild Road named Percy Demerson yelled back, said, yeah, what's up? Me and the police looked at each other. He said, you know Percy? I said, I got a son named Percy. He said, step out in the hall right here. He said, look out, Percy, you know who this is? He said, yeah, that's my daddy. I said, what? I said, little Percy? He said, what's up, daddy? I said, nah, man. I said, my son in that down there now, man? He said, yeah. I said, man, let him out there. Ain't nothing I can do. I ain't seen my son, little Percy, in years. And the murder cases has been following him. But here I am in Tarrant County, being booked in on a bench warrant murder. And things started dawning on me. I started seeing started making sense. Make it make sense. Well, if you know you ain't did nothing, but you know the type of son you got, and they think you your son, then God damn, well, hold on. By this time, Mr. Martinez beat on the window with the phone. I said, hold on, Percy, I'm talking to the detective. I said, well, look how loud you know. Y'all know where I'm at. Yeah, I ain't in that shit you was in. When y'all go to jail, down here in Tarrant County, I don't go where y'all go. No, I don't go to the crazy house. Well, I'll tell y'all where I was at in a minute. Where you scared to go. Yeah. Where you dread to go. Where you, I don't want to go on that side. I know it. I know it. That's why even in the county, I do my time raw. Don't worry about it. But anyway, I go back and Mr. Martinez come up to the window. He said, Mr. Demerson. He said, today must be your lucky day. All right. I just see my son down here. Everything just in a rotation right now. I'm in here for God. And then somebody say, but God.
But God.
Hello? But God. I mean, say, this is enough to take your stomach inside out what's going on all in hours. The detective walked up and said, Mr. Demerson, he looked at me. He said, they must be your lucky day. I said, yeah, what's up, man? He said, I'm sorry. We bench wanted you back. We're going to go and get you back on the bus and send you on back to TDC. Said, come to find out, yeah, you was in jail August the 7th. You just didn't get booked into Tarrant County until August the 13th. The killing took place on the 10th. I said, oh, Go, God. Hello.
You was in the city jail.
I was in Mansfield, where they send everybody to go before they go to Tarrant County. You will go. You won't just go to Tarrant County down here. You got about 5 processes before you even make it up to where you gonna lay your head. You get booked in, they take you downtown, put you in a little hole. When they take you in that hole, everybody's transferred to Mansfield. You get a chance to book out, or you stay. Mansfield's the most nastiest, terriblest, filthiest jail in the state of Texas. Nastiest place. But you're going to live in that motherfucker until they transfer you back downtown to Fort Worth to be booked into jail. Into the current county jail. But until then, you will be housed at a facility in Mansfield. Federal people and state. That's the last place I had seen Twisted Black. Me and him was on side each other in Mansfield one time. I was talking to him. He was on the Fed side. I was on this side. Decades ago. But I was in Mansfield. Waiting to come to Tarrant County. I was picked up August the 17th. Paperwork shows, yeah, you was locked up. The murder took place August the 10th. You weren't booked into Tarrant County to the 13th. Because you could stay in Mansfield up to 7 to 14 days before you're processed downtown. Yeah, all these talking about 3-day booking. You stay in Tarrant County, you're going to stay in Memphis for 7 to 14 days in your nasty clothes, around nasty dope fiend addicts. Shower got cum everywhere. Everywhere. It's filthy. But they eat good. You get beat up in there and you be getting high. It's nasty in there until you transfer it. So I got 1 strike down. And a couple more strikes to go. Oh, my bad. Before the detective had came and got me, I'm sorry to say, shout out to Crenshaw, one of the Crenshaw brothers. I got into it with a Crenshaw and a little Mexican. Right before I went to the detective, I was accused of pissing in the my bad. That's what I told her. But see, the didn't know I just came from the penitentiary, and I'm just here on a bench warrant. And yeah, that's why I look like this. And the thought I was selling something, and they didn't know I was a monster. And I never forget, I went to go piss and I heard a little Mexican say, "Hey man, you're pissing on the shitter." I said, "Oh, my bad, Vato. Shit wrong, my bad." So I switched from the pisser to the next toilet because you don't want to never piss where sit there. It's like a jail rule or something. And so while I'm pissing, the little Mexican went and told the black guy, Crenshaw guy, "Yeah, man, over there and pissed on the shit." So the put his slides on and everybody act like I committed the ultimate sin on the block. So I'm peeping game while I'm pissing. And the black dude walk up with a Crenshaw, the Mexican, he said, "Hey man, what's going on?" I turned around and looked at him, I said, "What you mean what's going on?" He said, "Dude say you pissed on it." I said, "Bro, that ain't nothing. I already wiped that out and cleaned it up." He said, "Yeah, now." I said, "But hold on, what did he come get you for?" And I stole off on a little Mexican. "Yeah, what's up?" Don't do. He said, "Hey man," the black guy jumped in and said, "What you doing all that for? You want to fight somebody? Go put your shoes on." He went and put his shoes on real calm, like, "Yeah, you been doing a little essay like that. I'm waiting." Hurry up. When he came back over, I slept and hit him about 5 bad motherfuckers. When I hit him, I split his top of his head, hit his head on top of the toilet. The nigga had to go get some grease and pack his motherfucking eye. That bitch, all you seen was white meat. That bitch wasn't even bleeding, just like white meat. I knocked a piece of that eyebrow, yeah. Shout out to Crenshaw. Knocked a piece of your eyebrow from that. And then the detectives came and got me for the homicide thing. So by when I beat the homicide, I come out in the hall, and they let my son roll the door so my son could see me. This gonna be a good story. Y'all stay there. I know I go a long way. My son come out, "Daddy, what's up, Daddy?" I said, "What's up?" And he let my son come on to the bar, and I put my hand up against the thing. "Man, what is you over?" Fool, and said, "Yeah, he just bit some finger halfway out." I said, "What?" "No, Daddy don't stick his hand all in my cell. How do you bite a finger, Percy? Come on, Percy." "Oh, Daddy. I can't even say too much to my son because I'm still mentally institutionalized. But I have a different feeling on the inside of me somewhere saying, this ain't right. I love him, I miss him, but I just wish he wasn't in here." But I'm looking at him, oh yeah, he got him. But they say on them cases. I said, "Don't you know?" Oh, mother. Say, "Man, I just talked to Officer Martinez, man. What you got going?" "No, Dad, they trying to say I got." Everybody ain't just saying I can see I on the first one. You got 4 tails on you. I love you. Daddy gonna see you on the other side. Not in here no more. Where you going? I'm finna go back to prison. I just got found innocent on some shit you probably got your name on. It ain't got nothing to do with me. But you stay strong, stay prayed up. Daddy love you. And I walked out. I didn't see my son until about like 7 years later. Sitting right there on that bed, talking to his daddy. Soon as one of them sons came home, that same son came home and went out a week and he called me. He said, Daddy, meet me over there. Cause it's 2:30 in the morning. I'm not gonna get out of my bed and go, Daddy, meet me over there, Daddy, and talk to you. Please. Cause I'm in North Crowley. You know where Little John is from North, no Eastwood is to Little Crowley? I'm talking about deep North Crowley. On my way, man. In about 30 minutes, I'll be there. I pull up. I sit on the block. When I get there, the man thing about me, he ain't there. Cause I know I didn't get out of my goddamn bed at 2:30 in the morning, drive from here to El Paso to see what's wrong with my son. He ain't been, I come on, he run up on me. And I said, I'm finna go. Told my friend, man, tell him I came. Let him know that as soon as I got ready, I see some headlights hit the corner. He pulled up, and him and another little cat jump out. He said, Dad, he said, man, tell him, man. Tell me what? Yeah. Because you ain't been out number 2 weeks, man. Don't start this. No, damn, man. You saying I didn't saying I'm. Because you ain't been out number 2 weeks. So you saying you ain't been out 2 weeks, you can caught you another body? First week you out and you shot your. Come on, bro. No, come on, man. Because you want to go west, so I tried my best with this one. And it didn't work. They kept stacking up. Cases kept coming. Then a case came to similar charges. Now y'all peep game, man. Now this same son had been put in this position where when it's time for him to take the test to testify against his friend on the first murder charge back in the days, he asked me, I never forget. He told me why he was in the county. I last little visit, he told me, he asked me, what should I do? I said, son, you already in prison. You don't have to say nothing. All right, Daddy. Yeah, don't say nothing. Do you got your time? He said, yes, sir. I said, well, do your time. Anything else uncivilized. He said, yes, sir. That was a smart young man. He was trying to survive in here and out here. When he went to court, he got on the stand and told him to send him back to his cell. Yeah. The DA, everybody was pissed off at him, but my thing is this, what else can you do to him? He's already doing his time. He don't have to say nothing. He don't have to say nothing. Yes, they can play back what he was into, but it won't even appear in court. All they know, they got a confession out of him when he was a kid. But as he got older during them times and came to go to court, he told me he didn't know nothing. And I can actually say that the guy that was prosecuted got charged with the murder charge. Shout out to Quail, man. Ended up on Ferguson with me. Yeah, 35 years in prison for a murder. He said, your son, was on my caseload. I ran into about like 4 guys in prison. About 4 or 5. See, niggas, your son shot at me. Your son did this, your son did. Deal with him, he in prison. You might run into him. Yeah, because running into me is like running into a brick wall. One of the guys called a murder charge when he come home. He said, what should I do? He said, Daddy, let me tell y'all something. It's a different one to say here, take your case. I'm just taking some planks out my own eye. Now let's get to the mission at hand. It's a different one to say here, take your. Guess what? They mean it at that time. They mean it at that time. They said, I'm gonna take that case. Look how cool. Let me tell you, just to tell Toon, no, BD did not snitch, man. Nah, he ain't no snitch. You weak as fuck, nigga. Y'all don't know a snitch when you hear one. The plank is gone.
Okay.
It's after I, yeah, so BG, no, he did not snitch. When my son got up there to do what he had to do, I came back and I said, Daddy, the dude is in there right now. The detective got the gun. This is a whole 8, 9 years later, y'all. After I seen my child when he was in the jail and did his time and came home, and he's back out here, you know, and this is the life they choose to lead. He a grown man, 30, 27, 28 years old. He know what he doing. He a mastermind. You don't gotta ask me about him. You can ask the records about him. You can look them up. Your motherfucker. My kids got their own name. They don't live off their daddy name. But anyway.
Hey, RealToon, it's some real money in the room.